Yeah, it's escapism, and it's like this weird feedback loop, like I said, of like being kind of like cheered for while you like kind of keep getting high on like the disease of it all.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick.
And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleonic career and its impact, one pearl at a time. We're back. We're so back.
We are so back. We've never been more back.
We've never been more back.
We're so back, we're front.
Yeah. We haven't recorded in like a month, first of all. So we're back in that way. And we're back in that we've
arrived.
Contracted a disease.
I can play the doctor.
So if you didn't know, Lady Gaga dropped the lead single from her upcoming solo pop album, LG7. The song's called Disease. It's produced by Lady Gaga, Andrew Watt, and Circuit, written by those three, plus Gaga's fiance, Michael Polanski, and of course performed by the one and only Lady Gaga herself. So we're just gonna give our thoughts about that. It came out, less than 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's still fresh. It's just starting to hit the airwaves. Mm-hmm. It is kind of exactly everything that we were hoping for.
Absolutely.
Dark pop queen is what the kids are saying.
Yes.
She's back, which, we always take issue with, because if you're really paying attention, she never went anywhere. But this sense that the fans are saying, like, strongest lead single since Applause.
Yeah.
Bad Romance's older sister.
Right. A return to form, which is another phrase that I take issue with, because I'm like, she's always been there, but I understand what it means. Like this kind of sound is something that's so specific to a certain Gaga that we know. I think most notably the fame monster through art pop Gaga.
Yeah, totally.
That's who people are referring to when they're saying she's back. That girl's back. What are your initial thoughts about the song itself as a music listener?
Yeah, so sonically, I think the song has some interesting things going for it. Obviously, the earworm is more of her backing vocal than the actual chorus, which I love.
Totally.
Like, that is the part that I feel like is going to get stuck in people's heads. The chorus is real strong, but I love all of her little ooks and acts and
classic
mouth noises.
I know,
guttural,
and there's
moans.
so many like under the lyrics that you only hear on your like third or fourth listen. I feel like where you're like, oh,
screams.
There's another noise happening back there. To me, what makes it classic Gaga is that the verses are delivered in this kind of like characterized, cunty, maybe even like snarling way. And then when she breaks into the chorus, it's like theater voice. Like,
yes.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of contrast of being kind of like silly and snarky, but then also being like, I am a singer.
It's literally like, that is exactly what, when we did the lead singles episode, that is exactly how we described Bad Romance.
Exactly.
We said nasty beat, characterized vocal, theater.
Yeah.
Like that is.
Yeah. When the nasty beat drops in this song.
The nasty beat is not sexual.
It's scary and sexual at the same time. Which
Scorny.
Again, peak Gaga.
A la Caroline Polachek.
Hello.
Scary and horny.
I think conceptually the song is good. Personally, I think the concept of disease can apply to a lot of different interpretations. Personally, I think it's about sex. But what we're waiting for is Gaga's visual interpretation of this concept in a music video, I think.
Which, let's talk about what we've seen so far.
Yeah,
and
let's do
how we've kind of seen these images. Because it's interesting that she hasn't really posted much herself. No. It's like these press images have released.
Yeah, I mean, we could even go back like a week ago. Should we start at the beginning when the streaming services showed one song from each of Gaga's albums with a capitalization in the title of the song changed. And when people put those letters together, it spelled out disease. And so people were like, what?
And the playlist of songs, arguably incredible.
Yes, all of her best.
And almost like if you took them all, threw them in a blender and like maybe, I don't know, added a little 2024 to the mix, like you would get disease.
Yeah.
Well, no, not even 2024, because it's not. It is this kind of retro future thing that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like simultaneously like sounds like a Nine Inch Nails song, sounds like a 2000s pop song, but also sounds like what is coming next.
Yeah. There's like a little bit of an 80s flair. I feel like that's in everything that she does though too, like that kind of like 80s 90s hook moment. But yeah, then lyrics were teased on this like secret website, and then all we really got from Gaga after that was the image of her body on the hood of a car.
Gently placed
there. And then a little teaser of her running away, like from the video, presumably, of her like running away from a car, looking back over her shoulder, like a horror movie vibe.
Which many people have pointed out is very similar to the beginning of the like new horror classic, It Follows.
Mm-hmm.
Great film.
And that's kind of what we've gotten from her. And then when Disease dropped, she changed her profile pic to this like very like, to me, I'm reading it as almost like Tumblr era visual of her.
I look at it and I'm like, this is synthetic.
Yes, exactly. Like it's so edited.
Yeah.
And I love it. But otherwise, there have been these other press images that have like only been released through Spotify and Apple Music and
she has dark hair. It almost has like kind of a grayish wash to it, like a coal. And then some like light scarification on her face.
Some contact lenses.
Yeah, these like almost like cloudy eye contacts. And then she's in what we're assuming to be a custom Margiela bodysuit, skirt, dress situation. With these nails. The pose where she's kind of in this like plie with the skirt, the slit in between is giving very Martha Graham. So I'm hoping that's like the choreo look for the video. And then the image on the fucking Times Square Spotify billboard where she has this bonkers makeup look that's insane.
It reminds me of the art pop era, some of those makeup looks when she did like Picasso. It reminds me of even the Vogue shoot she did recently.
The brow, that interesting like brow over brow. And the lip, that strange shape that they're making with her mouth. And then the tooth black.
So strange.
We love when Mummy does, I just called her Mummy. We love when Mummy does pretty ugly.
Yes. So we're kind of like waiting to see how all of these images contribute to some music video interpretation on Gaga's part. Because for now, I'm just kind of like, I could play the doctor. I could cure your disease.
The rumors and the nastiness is that the dance is tight and right, which thank God.
Thank God.
People are saying that it's like her most heavily choreographed video since Judas.
Which is insane.
Yeah, because Judas is like, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And there was a early rumor that like some of the dancers on set or whatever reported that they were dressed like nurses, which, you know, could be true, but also kind of feels like maybe too on the nose. There's also a rumor that Gaga is in some sort of like sanatorium situation and she's trying to escape her former iterations. And like Stephanie is running from Gaga and Gaga is chasing her in the car.
Yeah. I love that concept because I also feel like it applies in this meta way to like, yes, Gaga herself being the disease that infected her non-famous self, right? But also Gaga being the disease that infected the culture. Gaga being the disease that infected her fans. Like she drops something and people who never, you know, say a peep about Gaga are like up all night waiting for the single to come out. Like she has that effect on a huge chunk of music listeners because of her talent and like her legendary status as like somebody who shapeshifts and all of that. So Gaga is the disease. That's what I think.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you can read it as if she were singing to her fans in a way where she's like, I can smell your sickness. Like, I know what's wrong with you.
Yay.
And I'm the cure. Ooh, call back.
Yes.
I mean, this kind of like health healing metaphor situation has been kicking around for a bit.
Yeah.
The cure, heal me.
Yeah.
Sinner's prayer, even
like Rain on Me. Like a lot of the songs on Chromatica, like, you know, are about that journey. But I wonder, you know, I don't even wonder at this point. I know that LG7 is going to like approach probably that same kind of material with a much more twisted perspective.
Yeah, maybe let's talk about the fact that this is the lead.
Yeah. That's what spooks me the most, is that like, not spooks me, it excites me. If this is the lead single, and I do think it's like generally palatable, like it has an earworm, like you said, the lyrics are memorable and all of that stuff. But if this is the lead, I can't even begin to imagine what is on the rest of the album that has even less of a conventional sound, that has like, I don't know, more experimental song structures, or the lead has this nasty beat on it. So I just assume that the deep cuts will have nastier beats on them, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. I am also thinking about the clip of her talking about the way that she sang on LG7 being what she thinks is different from anything that she's done before. And I know we said that it is similar to like some of the great 2009 to 2012 like Gaga vocal characterizations, but there's also the bonkers last chorus where it's like she's literally taking her voice and stretching it as far as it can go.
Yeah, it feels punk in that way.
In this way. And like her like hitting these crazy like head voice high notes at the end of the song. Like we hear her kind of dabble there, but like we don't hear her like hang out there in that way or like push it.
And I think the average Gaga listener wouldn't even pick up on that at the end of the song, because there are so many layers at that point.
And but we've never really heard her like have that kind of like high note moment.
Right, on a song like this too.
Yeah.
Just very odd. It also excites me to think about, again, if this is the lead single, what does a ballad in the universe of LG7 sound like? I'm thinking about, not to compare, but like So I on Brat is a ballad that has this like uniquely electronic sound, but it still is like able to evoke what like a classic ballad evokes. And I'm wondering how/if we'll get a ballad on LG7 that is able to take like the heavy electronic sounds and like push them to like a more emotional place. That's what I'm kind of excited for.
Yeah. I'm also just thinking about like these studio images that we've gotten of her where she's like either in these like little floral dresses, which now it's like, was that LG7? Was that Harlequin? Was it both? But also like the studio pic of her looking like an alien surrounded by all those synthesizers. I'm like, was that when Disease was born? Like,
yeah.
No brow, just like oddly, like just staring at the camera, super plumped. I'm like, did you shoot the like what? Yeah, like.
Well, what's fascinating too is I think that somewhere, you know, I could be wrong, it was confirmed that Harlequin was recorded this summer.
Right. Yeah, in Vegas
in like June, July.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe all of that was LG7.
Yeah, all those like photos that we got of her in the studio from like February through May were probably LG7, which is shocking because even then people were like, is she working on two projects? Like it feels like one is more electro.
There
and
are
one is
people
more,
that still believe there's another project too.
Yeah.
That's like not Harlequin.
Lady and Gaga kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That whole dichotomy. I mean, more and more I'm feeling like this could be a self-titled project.
Yeah, I totally am there too. I think like Gaga feels like correct, and like the gagadisease.com of it all, maybe, you know, is it an Easter egg?
Totally. Gaga returns.
Yes, Gaga returns. There's also that the thing where people saw like the code for Nightingale in her website.
Yeah.
And if you click on it, it brings you to like the Harlequin like store, but it's like that's also the most recent
update on her website.
Yeah, so like maybe that's a placehold.
Yeah. Like, did somebody just do that? Like,
or is like Nightingale a code word for Harlequin before Harlequin was announced? Like, has it always been like that? Are we just looking for things?
Yeah. Hearing Disease makes me want the album to be called Gaga, because there is no one that could make this song but her.
Right.
Because it contains all of the like Catholic school, musical theater girl, Lower East Side, dirty, gritty pop act, musician turned actress, fantasy versus reality that only she contains. That's like her story.
Yeah.
It all like accumulates in Disease, and I feel like if every song on LG7 like has these like multifaceted sounds of all of the genres that she is sort of interested in playing with through pop, then it has to be Gaga.
Yeah, I think it's also notable that like when we first listened and we were texting about it, you said to me, you were like, "This is the Starlight review." And I'm like, no, this is like, this song is Gaga and Starlight like on a bar, like with the hairspray and the lighters.
Totally.
It's those girls.
Like a lot of people are like, this is Mary Jane Holland 2.0. This is heavy metal lovers like sister, Government Hooker's sister. And I'm kind of like, yes,
this is Fancy Pants.
Right. This is like, and I think it's because I watched the Lollapalooza interview.
Yes.
I was like, what should I watch right before this drops? And I was like, what's the earliest piece of content? And it's the Lollapalooza interview that just came out or whatever. Like they just did that documentary. And so watching dark hair Gaga in her, you know, lingerie talking about flying on a plane with her disco ball and all of that just really made me think about her roots. So then listening to Disease, I was like, oh, that girl made this song. Not that that's a different girl than the Gaga we've known this whole time, but like just that energy of being a little bit of punk, but still polished and still pop. That's like all that Gaga is. If she was to make the decision to title an album after herself, what would that sound like? And it feels like this is what it would sound like.
Should we talk about what we know about the video so far?
Sure.
I guess what I'm trying to say is maybe the new players.
Yeah.
How do I say this in a loving way?
You don't have to.
Okay. Well, so Richie, thank you for your service. But it's time to move on.
Yes, famously Lady Gaga's choreographer of many years.
And you know, there's been some interesting
Doesn't he have like lawsuits open?
Yeah, there's you know, dancers have spoken out. Fans have been disappointed that Gaga's been kind of hush about it, but you know, that's a whole nother conversation. But Paris is entering the chat, and she is incredible.
Yeah.
Most recently, like Doja Cat's Coachella, Rihanna's Super Bowl, the royal family, like just like someone who's really fucking cool and great. And I'm just so excited to see her movement on Gaga, who has always been an interesting dancer and like someone willing to take risk, and like someone who her dance journey has like really changed and morphed, and like it is not, and I say this so lovingly, like was not naturally like a dancer, but like has the performance quality that like you can't teach. Which is why she's like put herself up there. And like when people think of like the pop girls that dance, they're like Beyonce, Janet, Gaga, like Britney, Gaga, like people that don't know like think that she is just like, oh yeah, no, she's a dance girl.
She's like, she just does a weirder choreo or something.
Totally.
It'll be
like works for her. Yeah.
I did see that apparently earlier this year she commented on one of Paris's dance company's TikToks.
Yeah.
And was like, this is so fire or something. And it's just funny to think that potentially they've been like working on this for a long time, or she was admiring from afar and was like, we want to bag that girl for this project. And we know that the video was directed by Tanu Muino. She's also a woman. She's Ukrainian. And she's known for working on Doja's Attention video, which I love. That one Harry Styles video, As It Was, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. And something else that's huge that I can't think of.
I'm just excited that it's like
it's
a fresh crop and like a new perspective. I'll be interesting to see what the fashion is. Right now, what we've seen feels very like clothes and not fashion, which, you know, I'm open to.
Totally.
But then, you know, the Margiela of it all too. So, but her like running around in these little like dresses had me concerned earlier.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, okay. I could maybe see if we're doing this like horror movie final girl.
A little character moment.
Yeah. Narrative, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe that's part of it too, is she's like approaching perhaps this. I'm going to say this and then she's going to like wear the craziest thing we've ever seen her wear. But maybe she's also like approaching this kind of, let's say, reiteration of her dark pop kind of self by being like, no, you can see me. Yeah. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not hiding anymore. Like, she feels less of an urge to, I mean, even with looks from Joanne, Chromatica, like, she's just been a lot more like, you can see her face.
Right.
You know who she is.
Yeah. I do think it's interesting too that like her kind of pre-era uniform has been this like sleek, all black, oversized.
Yeah.
And now we're getting things that feel a little grittier, messier, skimpier.
It'll be fascinating to see where this all goes. And also, you know, we can talk all day long about what Disease could say about LG7. And we do have these like snippets that she played in Paris that have like a similar kind of like nasty beat, as you put it. But
intensity,
that doesn't mean that that's what the whole album is going to sound like. Like, this could be one piece of something that is like all over the board. This video that we eventually get could be one piece of something that then later the next visual is like so completely different.
Right.
I think we forget that, like, look at the 5 music videos from Born This Way, or like the 3 from The Fame Monster, could not be more diverse and different, yet they come from the same project. I think we've become accustomed in the culture in the last like decade to artists really like sticking to like a sound and a look for their record and their rollout. And I think we're forgetting that Gaga doesn't care about that. Like, it's not necessarily going to be super cohesive. I mean, look at the Stupid Love video to the 911 video.
Right.
Very different. So I'm excited that she's working with these new people, but I'm also interested to see if she puts out another music video, if it's 2 completely different people. Who knows?
Yeah.
It could be.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Like, so the album's coming in February. We've got the first single October. It makes me feel like there's going to be another.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think she'll be kind of quiet after she releases this video because of the election and stuff.
Right.
And then maybe she'll come back later this year or early next with another single. But I would love to get a little live performance of Disease.
Yeah, the vocal is crazy, and I would love to hear her do some crazy vocal shit live.
Yeah.
It's always my favorite.
I could see her doing 1 or 2 maybe little talk show moments.
Yeah, like a late night or something.
But nothing crazy. Like, she's beyond that now. She has been kind of playing it very Beyonce style.
Yeah, minimal.
Yeah, drops the music. She's been pretty silent.
It is cute though that she's like reposting fan things on like her stories.
I don't think she can help herself.
Yeah, no.
I feel like her team is like, we're being mysterious this time, and she's like,
but the kids,
they're making cute TikToks.
Yeah, the makeup.
So that has been sweet, but we're kind of in the dark about what's to come, which we enjoy. At least I enjoy.
Yeah. Edge us.
Yeah. And Disease, I've probably listened to it like 115 times since it came out.
And the most refreshing thing about the song is the length.
Yes. We're so used to these like 3-minute pop songs.
Even less now.
Yeah, 2.5.
2-minute remixes.
Like
2 minutes.
So sad. It's so sad. No shade to some of the girls, but
some of the girls.
It's nice to be like listening to a song and be like, I get one more chorus at the end that like so explodes. Good. Like, isn't this what pop music is? Because it's the kind we were raised on. And there's something very like in that it calls back to this like classic or earlier Gaga. It also reminds me of like Britney and like Kylie Minogue, even like that kind of formulaic. And that's not a read, but like formulaic pop song. Like, yes, give me 2 verses, give me 3 choruses, give me a fucking little bridge breakdown moment. Like, that's what I want. Like,
right.
That's what a pop song is for me. And I love so many songs that don't have that formula, but it is refreshing.
It does scratch that itch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like you're listening to it and then you kind of like, I don't know, I'm like doing a dish or something. I'm like, oh my God, the song's still on.
And then you drop it.
Yeah. Like,
it smashes.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, I guess we can wrap it up. Yeah. I just wanted to touch base about Disease.
Yeah. And, this will come out and who knows, maybe the video will be out before this episode is, but it will be cute to listen and hear and
to hear what we were talking about.
Yeah.
I do
and shout out to all the fans who have reached out to us.
Yes.
It's been really cute.
Yes.
People
are listening.
Our little monsters are out there in the world.
Yes.
Our brother and sister and siblings.
Yeah. I also want to say shout out to the little monsters that have no idea who we are, because I was online in the hour leading up to the release of this song, and it was just super sweet. People saying nice things about Chromatica. Thank you for your service for the last 4 years. And then also hilariously, like the Lady Gaga Now page, which is like, I guess the most active fan page, starting this hashtag trend on Twitter being like, post the hottest photo of yourself with the hashtag Disease is coming. So all these people are posting selfies and being like, I'm revealing my face online. And then it devolved into dick pics,
gay porn,
like all of this stuff. And then that was like making Disease is coming trend. And then that started a whole new slew of memes that was like Gaga looking at the Disease is coming trend. And
oh my God, and seeing everyone's hole.
Yes. So I just want to shout out to all of you little monsters out there who...
You little perverts.
Doing the promo for our mother.
Maybe that's why she's silent.
Yeah. She's like, y'all are disgusting.
She's like, you ruined it.
Yeah. I honestly think she's waiting to release the video for that like midweek numbers boost, but also Halloween is coming,
right?
Which we're gonna get into in our next episode. But I could see if this is really slasher inspired, she'll drop it on Halloween as a little treat,
something sweet for the kids.
Yeah, so I could play the doctor. And I guess that's it. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Bye.
Please let you